Morning guys. So this probably isn't the safest way to do this. I am in my husband's car. I do not have a mount in here, so I just wanted to come on and say hi. I vlogged a little bit yesterday, but I didn't end up uploading it. I had a very stressful, very emotional day. First off, started with my son. I'm just dropping him off at school now. Yesterday I cried all the way home. I am such a silly pants. It just got me right in the feels, all of them. I was so sad to leave him. He took it like a champ and did great, but Mama had a rough morning, and then I left a few minutes early from home to go and pick him up from school, and I needed to go to the grocery store, so I stopped by the grocery store. And when I came out of the grocery store, I started moving my car forward to pull out of the parking spot. I kind of like crossed one parking spot into the one in front of me, and then I was headed out of the driveway, and I heard this loud crashing noise, and I thought someone had hit me. There was like all this glass breaking, and it freaked me out. And as I spun around to see what was going on, the whole back window, this back seat window, just blew up. Still don't know what happened. I'm so grateful that my 2-year-old was not with me, because she would have been cut to pieces. There was so much glass in her car seat that she wouldn't have been able to escape without any injury, which I don't know what happened, but I'm so thankful that she was not with me yesterday afternoon. So, of course, at that point, I was a little bit late. I went into the store to find someone that had a broom, because there was glass all over the ground, and I didn't want anybody driving over it and ripping up their tires. And I was shaking. I was really shaken up about it. And on top of that, my husband was at home where we don't get cell phone service, and I couldn't get a hold of my mom, so I didn't have anybody else to pick up my son. And they do switch over, so we only have like a 20-minute window when we can pick him up before the teachers need to be in the classroom with the next group of kids, because there's a morning class and an afternoon class. I was late. They were sitting in the hallway waiting for me, and I felt awful. My son's first day of school, and I bet he thought that I just forgot about him. So that made me emotional, on top of being emotional from all the crap that had just happened. So of course I called my insurance company, and sure enough, we have a pretty decent sized deductible on our insurance. So it's gonna cost about $300 to fix our window in my car. That has to be fixed right now. We don't have any way around it, because after today, my husband is back at work, and I wouldn't have any way to get my son, and I can't put Willow in a car that doesn't have a window. So there's $300 that we really don't have, or didn't expect to have to pay out this week. So that was fun. It was stressful, but today is a new day. Today is going to be a chill day. We had a lot of running around because of all that yesterday. My husband actually has a busy day today. He's taking my car this morning to get worked on, and then he has an appointment this afternoon. So me and Willow are going to hang out at home until it's time to go pick up Grayson. And then I think tomorrow will be our Willow and Mommy day. I've got to get some grocery shopping done and stuff, so maybe I will take her with me and just get her a treat and have some time. She's getting really sad that Grayson and Mommy leave in the morning and she doesn't get to come with me. So far I've been lucky that my husband has been home the last 2 mornings to stay with her, to stay with Willow, so I don't have to cart them both. And within the next month or so, my mother does home care for an elderly woman, and the woman that she works for has a little summer home that's right near our house. It's like 2 miles from our house. And then her regular home, she lives in like assisted living apartment, and that's here in the same town that my son goes to school in. So as soon as the lady that my mom takes care of moves back to her house, her apartment, my mom will be taking Grayson to school every day, which will be nice. I won't have to get Willow all carted up in the wintertime and take her out. It's just silly that my mom goes to the same town just a few minutes later. She said she'll just work it out with her boss so she can, because right now she works at 9, and she'll just work it out so she can go to work at 8:30 instead, and it'll actually mean she gets home a little earlier in the afternoon. So that'll all be good. It'll be a good transition, and at least I won't have to leave Willow every morning and make her all upset. But I had my breakfast this morning. Yesterday I waited until I got back from dropping Grayson off, but this morning I've been up since about 1:30 with Willow. She decided, she wasn't sad, she wasn't sick, nothing. She was just awake and talking, and her and Grayson share a room, so I did not want her waking him up. So we went down and laid on the couch, where we laid until about 4, and then she finally fell asleep. I kind of dozed, but she was like almost on top of me. So I had my breakfast. I had a plain bagel thin with half of a pouch of the Justin's hazelnut butter on it, the chocolate hazelnut butter. The whole pouch is 7 points, so half of it was 3, and a cut up banana on top. But I ate that at like 6:45, so I'm almost guaranteeing that I'm gonna need to eat a snack, but that was 6 points. I had a 0-point cup of coffee, which is still sitting and waiting for me at home. It's definitely gonna take some getting used to, and everybody being back on their regular schedule. My husband was home yesterday. He's not usually home on Tuesdays. Like I said, I'm very grateful he was, otherwise Willow would have been with me. But we need to get back on our schedule and get everything worked out. But I did eat breakfast. I will insert a picture. It was delicious. I am going to, or at least my plan, sorry, my arm's getting tired. My plan, as of right now, is that I am going to eat some meat for supper. I've decided that I'd like to go back just 1 day a week to eating meat, because I'd like to eat the meal. My husband loves to cook for his family, and like last night we did good. He wanted burgers on the grill, so I actually attempted my very first batch of black bean burgers, which were delicious. So I made those, but tonight he wants to make Salisbury steak, and we always make the skinny taste one with the turkey and the beef, and he just wants to cook for his family, and he told me he would do whatever I wanted. But I'm gonna eat tonight with my family and the rest of the week. So I'm gonna have 1 day a week right now that I eat animal products or whatever. So yeah, I gotta stop and get some gas. I will check back in if I have a snack or at lunchtime. So I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hello, my friends. Sorry, every time I have to see where you are. So I guess it's just gonna be one of those days where I talk about my food and show you pictures. It's been a little crazy. Between taking my kid to school, and my husband had to take my car to get the window fixed. So that is all fixed and ready to go. The guy didn't really have any insight on why he thought it might happen. My husband asked him if it's something that they see a lot, and he said no. He said what probably happened was that it, at some point, which wouldn't be surprising. Sorry guys, I don't know what is going on. Sorry guys, this car mount is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to move it. He said that he thought what happened was probably at some point or another the window got hit with a rock and it softened it, and then maybe it got too hot yesterday or something. He's not really sure. I mean, without actually like looking, and there was nothing left to look at. It was just completely shattered. So I don't know, but it's fixed. That's all that matters. We have a safe way to get around, and I don't have to drive my husband's car anymore. My husband's car is a beautiful car. There's nothing wrong with it or anything like that, but I like my car. I like the way that it drives. I like the way that it handles. I like the way that I feel in the seats. It's just different when you drive someone else's vehicle. My husband's is very, the brakes are very tight, so the second you step on the brakes, you like go through the windshield. And my car is, his gas is the same way. The minute you touch it, it like zoom. And it's a new car to us, so when I drive it, I do a lot of this, like I chug forward because I hit the gas pedal too hard. So I just like my car. For any of you wondering, I always try to watch in the videos, anybody who does car vlogs, I try to kind of look around and see if I can figure out what kind of cars you're driving, just because I'm curious. I have a Subaru Outback wagon. It is a beautiful car and I love it. Subaru is like the unofficial car of Vermont because it is all-wheel drive, and in the wintertime when there is 6 to 10 inches of snow on the road at any given day, you need all-wheel drive. So that's what kind of car I have, if any of you were wondering. It's forest green. So that's it. So I just had lunch. I made a salad the other day to take with me to the amusement park, and so I recreated it. I made it again today. It's just brown rice and chickpeas. I only had 4 Kalamata olives left, so I just chopped those up. I added some roasted red pepper, which was 0. I added 2 points worth of avocado to the whole salad. The salad will give us 4 servings, and with the ingredients that I used, the other day I put parsley in it. I didn't have any parsley today. And then I just used lemon zest and lemon juice and 1 teaspoon of olive oil for the whole salad. So the whole bowl, I cut the salad into 4, a whole big bowl of it. I mean, it fills up more than like a cup. It's a big bowl, is 4 points. So that's what I had for lunch. I had a handful of, oh, and it had tomatoes in it, cherry tomatoes from my grandparents' garden. So I had a few more extra tomatoes and a sliced cucumber, but those will not be in my picture because I did not decide to have that until I already started eating. But those are 0 points. So my lunch was 4 points and breakfast was 6. So I'm at 10 points for the day, so not bad. I had some grapes and my coffee for a snack this morning. So it looks like I will be able to get, sorry about the bumpiness. It looks like I will be able to get a lower point day today, which is what I was aiming for. Now that I've kind of decided, at least going forward for the next couple of weeks, what I plan on doing is having 1 day a week when I eat eggs and fish and the rest of the day vegan. I am going to try to redo my points and go back to doing the modified Wendy plan along with everything else. So I will probably make my egg and fish day probably my highest point day, which will be Wednesdays, which is okay. That's a day that my husband is always home, and that at least gives us, if worse come to worse, he could always eat leftovers on Thursday night and I could make something plant-based for me. So Wednesdays from now on will be my egg and fish day, or my egg and meat day, my or less plant-based meal. I'm only gonna try to have, I'll try to have eggs at breakfast and meat at dinner time and still stick with a vegan lunch. I don't want to eat 3 meals of, who knows what'll happen. But that's kind of my plan right now. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I really should wait until Friday. My husband is home tomorrow morning until 2. So I guess it really depends on what he wants me to do with Willow. I would rather try to do my grocery shopping and stuff tomorrow while Grayson is in school than on Friday when I would have to take both of them. It's becoming too stressful for me to take both the kids with me grocery shopping. They fight and bicker and cry and scream, and it causes me anxiety. So I don't know if I will be taking Willow with me tomorrow to grocery shop or not. It'll depend on if my husband wants to keep her at home. I don't mind taking her with me, but one way or the other I'm doing that. So Friday I plan on staying home. Saturday we have a play date with one of our friends at the park. We're gonna take a picnic. So Friday I'm gonna try to stay home, let Grayson have a day at home after a week at school, and I'm gonna try to work in my planner on Friday. So I would like to get my modified Wendy plan revamped and my menu plan for next week done. I may actually do my meal plan this afternoon so that I can get what I need to at the store this week or on tomorrow. So I may try to at least do a rough draft of my meal plan for next week. I have tons of vegan fake meat substitutes. I have a ton in my freezer. I have the fish fillets, I have the chicken tenders, I still have the tofurkey sausage. So I don't need any of that kind of stuff. I need things like the Ezekiel bread, I need produce, I need just stuff like that, plus stuff to make. I'm really gonna try to start doing double menu planning because I chose this lifestyle. I don't expect my kids and my husband to eat vegan, but these last couple weeks with trying to learn and plan and figure out what exactly I want to do with my diet and how I live my daily life, my kids have been eating really fasty food, chicken nuggets, french fries, chicken and rice, things like that. Not that all of it is bad for them, but it's kind of been, because I've been making dual meals and this is also new to me, it's kind of been on the fly for everybody else. But I would like to plan meals that I can do a plant-based version for me and a regular version for my husband and my kids. I don't mind making extra meals if it's for a purpose, and I don't mind, but it's just going to take some planning. I know the first week I did vegan, I felt like I was at the store almost every day, and I can't afford to do that, and I can't justify because the little store in the town where we live has next to nothing for, produce and stuff, but even their produce isn't great. So I don't like to shop there very much unless I need like milk or grapes. So I'm really gonna start working on having a plan in place for dual meals at dinner time. I don't ever have to worry about lunchtime. My kids eat pretty much the same things throughout the week for lunch. They're kind of grazers. But for dinner, I need to have a plan, and I need to be able to go to the store once, like tomorrow, and then not go again until Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Like I said, unless I need milk or produce in minimal amounts. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna try to take an hour this afternoon and get at least an idea. I have a bunch of recipes that I really want to try, so I'm gonna try to find ways to do a plant-based version and a non-plant-based version of some of the same recipes. So we will see. We'll see what happens, but I'll keep you in the loop. I know we are having the Skinny Taste Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes and probably broccoli and cauliflower roasted for supper. So I will probably insert a picture of that too. Just one of those days. And I will see you guys in a bit. Or if I have a snack. Bye guys. Hi guys, so I'm just working on supper and I have come to a decision as I'm playing with the hamburger and getting everything ready for that. I'm not ready to eat it. Just the smell of it and the feel of it in my hand is making me lose my appetite a little bit. I think I have stuck to this vegan lifestyle for long enough that my body, if I was craving it, I think it would be different, but I'm not. I'm not craving the meat. I don't really miss it. So what I'm gonna do for supper, I'm going to eat broccoli and cauliflower. I'm going to eat mashed potatoes. I am making the patties that they have turkey and beef in them. I am making the gravy with beef stock. I am going to eat one of my black bean burgers with the gravy on it. I don't care about the beef stock. I'm going to eat the beef stock. That doesn't bother me. It's the ground meat in my hand right now is making me a little bit nauseous. So I don't really care about the beef stock. That doesn't bother me at all. But I will not be eating the meat patty. I'm going to just spoon the gravy over my black bean burger. So that's what I'm going to do for supper. I guess I'm just not ready. And if I'm not ready, I'm not going to force myself to eat something that I don't want. So that's an update while I'm cooking supper. I will insert a picture when it is all done. And I'll check in with you guys after dinner. Hey guys, so it is after supper time, just sitting out here in the backyard, enjoying the cooling down temperatures while my kids run around and work out some of their energy. What? So, funny story. I've been contemplating all day. My husband asked for the Skinny Taste Salisbury steak. So I've been going back and forth whether I was going to have real meat or have just the gravy on top. Wow, my nails look really neon out here. They're not really that neon. Or if I was going to just eat the gravy, the mushroom gravy on one of my black bean burgers. At the last minute, because that's what I had decided to do, was just to eat the gravy, even though there was beef stock in it. To eat the gravy and the mushrooms on one of my black bean burgers from last night. At the last minute, as I was plating up everyone else's plate, well, the kids' plates, it looked so good that I decided, what the hell, I'll eat the real meat tonight, and I'll just do 1 day a week of real meat. Started off just fine. I had a couple of bites and it was okay. And then I was completely and utterly paranoid that it wasn't cooked enough, which it absolutely was. There was nothing wrong with it, but I was so paranoid that it wasn't cooked all the way or something that I picked the whole burger apart, the whole Salisbury steak, and I ate all the gravy and the mushrooms on my potatoes, which were vegan. I used vegan butter and almond milk in them. So, moral of the story is that I may not be ready for meat yet. I didn't care for it. I didn't want to eat it. Next week, I think Next week I'm gonna try fish.
You need to
see
be
what happens.
Your challenge.
But ground meat is a no-go with me right now. But I tried it. I was gonna try to work it back in a little bit, but I think between my mental thought process of not being ready and I don't know, I could not do it. I did not want it. So that's the story on that. I guess we will go back to plant-based eating tomorrow and leave the meat for another day. So I think I still have something like 10 or 11 points. Excuse the naked baby in the background. She isn't wearing any clothes. I think I have like 10 or 11 points left.
That one in that bush.
That's okay. Maybe she's chasing the chicken that's over there.
Is there a chicken in there?
There's a chicken over there on the lawn. Look it. This way. There he is. So anyways, I am done for today. If I have anything else, it'll just be a little bit of fruit, but I don't think that I will. Yeah. So that's it for today. I'm going to sit out here and enjoy a few more minutes of this beautiful New England night. It's just starting to cool down. My arms are getting a little chilly, which is nice. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye, guys.